Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is a GW Tiger P, the Geschützwagen Tiger P, the Tier 8 German SPG, and we're located on the north spawn of Cliff. Now this particular SPG is actually under the command of Funfizzer, and you can see he's got a mark of excellence on his barrel, so he's played it quite a few times before, and battle has started. Now the GW Tiger P is a theoretical proposed version of the use of the Tiger developed chassis for the Tiger tank competition. It was theoretical because it was never actually produced. The hulls that actually were produced by Porsche, but by Ferdinand Porsche, were actually used for the Ferdinand tank destroyer, otherwise known as the Elephant. Okay, he's found his firing position, he's set up, and he's now looking for a target. Okay, now he's gone for one of my favourite positions for first aim on this map. You aim for the hill, because somebody's going to try to go up that rise to spot for the enemy team, and if they do, you can hit them as they're going up the rise and cause them a lot of displeasure on the way. He's going for the 257, and he splashes it for 120 hit points. And it sounds like he's got a female commander. Okay, it looks like nobody from the enemy team actually made it up the hill. But it doesn't appear that anyone from Funfizzer's team made it up there either. Okay, we've got an Object 907. Now he's made it up into that U-shaped gap there on the first plateau. And a Wizzy 120 is coming down to shoot at him, but Funfizzer can put a shell into that 907 round out, and that lands right in front of him for 476 hit points. Splashed him right in the front. Now more than likely that's taken out the driver of that 907, but he's gone to counter battery. He's looking for the tracer. There's the tracer. Okay, he knows where it was seen. I think he's over in the bushes actually, slightly to your right. Waiting for the reload to complete before he shoots. Slightly to the right of where he's aiming. I think he's in the bush. There's something to remember actually. Tanks or SPGs tend to hide in bushes because they think it affords them more protection. Of course, when you fire, you are more visible. It looks like he's going to wait for that SPG to fire again before he shoots. And this time he'll correct his aim and get it right on the nose. We should see the tracer any second. I think he's in the bush. Ah, he's moved. Slightly moved further up. Not sure if that's the exact position. No, I think he was actually slightly to the left of that. He was using the rock for cover, but he was actually just behind the rock face. Okay. Funfizzer has decided he's going to assist his tanks at the midway point, and it looks like an Object 257 is going a little way further around the hill. Okay, it's going to go for the ST1, almost loaded. There's a big force actually going around the cliff face. ST1's first. Round out. Direct hit. 185 hit points, it tracked him, and he's picked up some stun assist straight away, but he's gone back to look for that enemy Arty. I'm sure he's actually just slightly behind that rock. That's a few centimeters to the right and a few centimeters up, and I think that's where he is. I don't think he's moved actually. I think he's staying there, absolutely stationary. Okay. Now those tanks are behind the hill, so he can't hit them. They're in defilade, but he can hit that ST1 again, and he should go for it because he's actually firing on that AMX and the Conqueror. Round out, and a direct hit again, 199, and he's picked up some more stun assist. Now back to the counter battery. Now look in that slightly down, about 2 or 3 centimeters down, and about 5 or 6 centimeters to the left, and that's the position I think the enemy Arty's in. Okay, the tanks are coming round the hill now, so he's going to have to divert attention to them, and he's almost loaded. That 907 is going to have his hands full when those tanks come in, so it's best to hit the leading ones. Round out. Direct hit, 486 right into the side of the 4502. Good shot. Hitting the lead tank actually is good policy, because it means that the tanks behind him are going to see that strike go in, and they're going to be very reluctant to push forward just in case they get the same. It also means that there's a possibility that the lead tank, if he's actually obstructed or tracked, that he will block the path of the subsequent tanks. Of course, in this situation, they just go around him. But going around him means they're exposed to fire. Okay, he's going to go to the side of that 705, I think, round out. Oh, he took out the T26E5. He actually got a 2 for there, because he actually hit the 705 and the T26E5 at the same time. Right, now I'm going to go for the 705. He's indicating this is his next target. It's only got 85 hit points though. The better target would be the 257 under these circumstances. He's got more hit points, and it looks like he's exchanging position with the other 705. So, okay, if he goes for the 257 this time round, he will get more hit points from it. Dialed in. Round out. Right into the side, 468 hit points. If he'd fired at the other tank, he would have got the kill for certain, but he wouldn't have got as many hit points as he has from just hitting that object 257. So that made a good choice there. The 705 went down anyway, and the IS-7 is now moving in to finish off that 257. But in the meantime, we've got a Tiger II, and he's on the approach to the hill. He's on the hill slope. But he's going to leave that and go for that T10. He's got virtually full health. Was it more health than the Tiger II anyway? Well, he's 82% health, and he's dialing in the aim. Oh, it's going to be difficult. Don't get metrical bloom, please. Okay, ready. Now, round out. Direct hit right on his rear. 409 hit points. Good strike. Brings him down to 38% and stuns him. And he's taking more hits, which means stun assist. So you see, it was a good target choice, because that T10 has now gone down, and he's picked up all the remaining stun assist. Now he's going for the Tiger next. 15 seconds to go. This guy's on 35% health. I doubt if he can actually take him out with one shot, but he can certainly ruin his day and make sure that the other tanks can have a go at him. He's indicating his target. Can't see it at the moment, but he knows where it was last seen. He's firing a round in speculatively. It went longer than expected. It's quite a way away from the aim point, but I don't think it was near the Tiger II, unfortunately. Okay, he's gone back for a quick counter battery to see if he can spot that enemy Arty. Okay, enemy Ferdinand. That's the one I mentioned earlier. The chassis was actually used, most of the Tiger chassis were used for Ferdinands, the ones that were rejected in the Tiger competition. There's the Tiger II. Loaded, ready to go, and he's stationary. Round out. Direct hit, wipes him out. 337 hit points. Beautiful shot. That's his second kill of the game. And T-44-100 is going to move forward to see if he can spot that elephant. Or the Ferdinand. I say they were called the Ferdinand after Ferdinand Porsche. In fact, the Tank Museum at Bovingdon had one over the other year from the United States. It was loaned to Bovingdon very kindly by the Americans. And I think most people were very pleased to see it, because they could then compare the hulls with the Tiger 131. Oh, that M40's gone down. That was the last remaining enemy Arty, now, in fact, the only enemy Arty. And now that Object 140 and the IS-7 are moving to try and find and get the Ferdinand. T-44 is actually doing a good job trying to keep him distracted, but he's had to go down that cliff face, and that's a good strike there. 521 hit points, and I think he's down, well, he's 55% of his health now, and he's starting to receive fire from the other tanks. The UDIS is coming in to take his fill, but there's a Jagdpanther, and he's on 100% health, and he's gone down to the corner in A2. Now, I think he probably thought that Funfizzer was down in the dip, but of course he wasn't. So he's sitting there somewhere, and you can see the trees going down. Now, Funfizzer's going to go and do a bit of shotgun, I think. It's going to take that Jagdpanther a little while to drive around the corner to get to the ramp that comes up to the cap, but really he's in a defensive position now because all his team's been wiped out. He's 1 against 5. I don't think there's very much hope that he'll survive. Now, if Funfizzer can get there in time, he can get a piece of that Jagdpanther as he comes flying over the top into it. The Object 140 is certainly having a go. He's been spotted by the enemy. Lines him up and shotguns. Does he get the kill? No, he didn't. The kill went to the T-44-100. Oh dear, that was annoying, that, because it would have been quite nice to actually pick up his 3rd kill. That would have left 5 members of the team on 3 kills apiece. So, just a pity that. Or actually, no, it wouldn't, because I think there was 1 kill went to the Type 4 Heavy. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. And it's an ace tanker for Funfizzer in the GW Tiger P. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11. And he got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points for his vehicle, as well as a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. So, great battle. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, 2nd on damage. The Object 140 did 5,371 hit points of damage altogether. That was Gluck. I think it's that Gluck or Gluck. Or Guck. Funfizzer did 3,663 hit points during that battle. When it came to kills, again, he was 2nd on the table with only 2 kills. 4 other members of the team managed to get 3 kills between them, so they took 12. It's a pity they can't. You can't have 4 members of a platoon, because otherwise then they would have enough for 12 kills for a crucial contribution, but only 3 in a platoon, so unfortunately they can't get that. But when it came to base XP, Funfizzer's right at the top of the table with 1,282 experience points, base experience points. So let's have a look at the detail report. He fired 12 rounds, got 8 direct hits, 8 penetrations, 6 splash damage. Very accurate fire on some of those shots, and some lovely detonations from the tanks when he hit them. And he did choose the right targets as well. He aimed at the one which actually had plenty of hit points, which meant that he actually then collected more hit points of damage overall. He did damage of 3,663 hit points altogether, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 9 of the enemy, which is 3/5 of the enemy team, and he killed 2 of them. He actually did 3,037 hit points of stun assist of 12 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 70,917 credits, but the ammunition is rather expensive at this level, so his ammunition costs came to 72,320, which means he actually made a loss during that battle of 1,403 credits overall. But he did pick up XP of 1,923, and that's all he took away, I'm afraid, because there was no multipliers in that. But it was an ace tanker, so I think he'd probably be smiling at that, as well as the Gores and the Confederate. So a good battle overall. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.